Punchy yo buns, punchy yo buns. I still think about that and it makes me laugh sometimes, I don't even care. Okay, how are you? How am I? How are we all doing today? What's going on at the moment is I'm working on a few projects, all of which I cannot talk about, or will not talk about, but please trust me, they're fun. But they are all a little bit much. And so I wanted to make something a little bit smaller, a bit more casual, and hopefully it will take my mind off things and give me a chance to sort of communicate with you a little bit more again, because I miss you. So, you asked me some questions, I'm gonna give you some answers. I'm gonna try and get through these real snappy. And I haven't scripted any of this, so some of it could be complete nonsense. Sorry, quick amendment to a previous part in the video. Remember when I said, and I haven't scripted any of this, so some of it could be complete nonsense. Yeah, I've just been informed that all of it is going to be nonsense. Absolutely all of it. This part included. With that in mind, shall we begin? Remember when we used to say that? Remember that? You don't remember that, it's fine.
What's been your favourite part of university?
Being around people who want to have interesting conversations is wonderful. Being around people who want to talk about the things that you want to talk about is wonderful. Smashing them together is just the best. I think those were the best parts of my university experience.
How's it going?
If we're being honest, I've been better, I've been worse. I'm currently having a good day. It's all I'm going to ask for.
How do you keep chasing an aspiration when every part of you wants to give in to the unmotivated part of you?
I'm probably the wrong person to ask about this because I often lose. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people, surrounding yourself with equally driven people, surrounding yourself with supportive people. I'm not a big proponent of doing it all on your own. Being self-motivated is very important, but when you can't do that, being externally motivated is more than good enough. I will take what I can get.
What's your favourite music album of 2018 so far?
That's a good question. I haven't listened to very much new stuff. What's new? I'm gonna check my Spotify. I'm currently listening to Silent Signs by DeArmond Edison. It is not a new album. It is new to me. One of you recommended it, and I absolutely love it. Geography by Tom Mischke, which is smooth and funky and sweet and just, it's like 4 different things and I like all of them. Waitress the Musical, because it just makes me feel all the things. Oh boy. And Melodrama by Lorde, because I love being fashionably late to parties. I don't, I'm just really behind on trends. And it hurts, but I like it. Also, Control by SZA, Romantic Words by Keaton Henson, Cabaret soundtrack, and Dead and Born and Grown by The Staves. I don't know why I said it like that.
Being an artist is hard a lot of the time. What are the moments that make your heart grow and you think, this is why I'm doing this? The moments that make the hard days worth it, no matter how big or how small.
Wow. I'll make you a deal. How about next time that moment happens, I'll film it and I will put it in a video.
What's been your favourite meal that you've cooked for yourself recently?
About a week ago, I made the biggest pot of like, I think it was curry. I don't know if it was curry. It was just this mixture of like ground cumin and smoked paprika and like garlic, coriander and chives and vegetables and chicken and onions and mushrooms and all the things. And I had it with mash because I hadn't had mash in like so long. I'm getting hungry thinking about this. I could describe it to you, but it just wouldn't be the same.
Any book recommendations?
I finally got back around to reading The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably heard me reading little bits of it as I was going. Anyway, I finished it and it broke my damn heart. That thing is powerful and it's painful and it's very good. It's dealing with some pretty tough topics, but if you feel like you can approach it, I highly recommend that you do. It's only like 200 pages, so you will probably get through it way faster than I did.
What is your take on Love Island?
I've not seen Love Island. Not because I'm against it or I think that it's wrong, I just fill my time with other things. I was only recently informed that it doesn't actually take place on an island. I thought that it was like people who got, you know, sent to the island and had to like build a forest and shelter and stuff like that, and then were doing all the reality stuff around that. And apparently they're just like in a hotel or something. I don't know. What's your opinion on Love Island? Let me know in the comments down below, because you could kind of say anything and I would just believe you.
What gives you hope?
Okay, wow, we're going there, are we? You want to go? You want to get hopeful? Let's do it. Puppies. Cows. Which are just bigger puppies. My parents. Your parents. Tell them I said hi. The repealing of the 8th Amendment. And this photo. Thank you for your time.
Who are you glad you'd spoken to today? And who do you wish you'd spoken to?
You guys just want to hurt me today, don't you? I spent all of last night talking to my older brother. I spent the entire night breaking down a story with him and just catching up, which was lovely. And who do I wish I'd spoken to? No one comes to mind.
What's the most unbelievable dream you've ever had?
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Yes, you have no idea how long that took to film.
Any special plans for Vidcon?
I'm going to Vidcon this year. I don't know if I've said this on here. I'm going to Vidcon. If you are going to Vidcon, please come and say hello. I can be quite shy, so please bring a large net. Honestly, I have no huge plans. I'm on a few panels, which is really exciting, but aside from that, I'm intent on making it just as chill a time as possible. If you have any things that you're really excited to be doing at VidCon, any things that you think I should be going to, please let me know. I'm also 21 and in America for the first time, so I'm gonna be like
What's the best Pixar movie ever?
That's a good question. I think when you're discussing opinions on films, especially films that are as impactful as Pixar films, where everyone's got an opinion, you have to be really careful to avoid value judgments. So, wall.e. Like, it's not even a question. Oh, I only like the first 20 minutes. Nah, mate. Nah. Get out of here. You're done.
What's your favourite vegetable?
I am my favourite vegetable. I love pretty much all vegetables. You'd be better off asking me what's my least favourite, which for the record is beetroot. Or radish. Really anything purple. Purple belongs in Prince albums and in Space Admiral haircuts. It does not belong in food.
Which podcast do you listen to?
I'm currently listening to The Truth. They're fun little audio short stories that play around with the nature of the format. A lot of the dialogue is improvised by the actors, which is really interesting. And I never really know what to expect from them. A good time.
Which of your friends has the cutest dog? It's not a competition.
Oh, it's definitely a competition. And it's one that I'm going to completely sidestep because we could be here all day. But I will tell you a quick story if that's okay. When I was in New York last, I went to see my friend Taylor and her girlfriend Miriam. They cooked me dinner and I got to meet the little dog Darcy. Darcy is perfect, she's grey, she wants you to throw the thing, but she also wants to have the thing in her mouth at all times, and she doesn't know which one of these feelings is best, and so she's just perpetually confused by it all. I love her. Anyway, I played with her for like an hour, and then dinner comes, and so we're all sitting, and so she's not getting any attention. So, she goes running off into the bathroom, and Miriam says, oh, here she goes again, and I'm a little confused, so I go and look in the bathroom, and she's standing by the door with this little face that says, look what you made me do. And inside, all of the towels and bath mats are like pushed up against the wall, and have been like ruffled about and like messed with. And apparently this is just something she does whenever she doesn't get enough attention, which just made me love her even more. Okay, we're gonna move on.
What do you do to show yourself some appreciation?
All of these could be their own videos, but I think that's a really good one. Often I will buy myself things, but I don't know if that's necessarily like the healthiest practice. Like, I don't think that it's bad, but I'm scared that if my only system of reward involves being a consumer or acquiring items, that's probably not gonna do much for me in the long run. So perhaps this summer I will lean into the other methods of self-reward, which are usually going to see a film, or playing a game for a little bit, going to a nice part of the city, or maybe even traveling somewhere else. Stuff that's a bit more experiential. I don't know, I'll keep you updated.
I took a year and a half off of uni and I'm going back in the fall. Any advice?
As someone who considered taking time out of uni, I can completely understand the need to stop. It's kind of an overwhelming place to be at times. I would remind yourself that life will keep going regardless of what happens here. And I know it's cheesy, but I would just encourage you to do your best and remember that that's kind of all you can do. Also, if you're going to university for something creative, you are not at university to make good things. If you were making good things, you probably wouldn't need to go to university. You are at university to learn how to work with other people, to learn from your mistakes, but just to learn first and foremost. And so if you're not happy with the things that you're making, that is a-okay, that's kind of the point. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to go in a maverick and to come out an even better maverick. Do you know how weird that is? And yet it's something that we all do. You bloody got this, good luck.
And finally, how do I not die of boredom over the summer holidays?
I saved this one for last because I'm sure that a lot of you are going to be experiencing it. I have found, especially when you're in school, that the best way to have a great summer has nothing to do with the amount of opportunities you have and everything to do with the degree to which you are willing to take those opportunities and to make your own ones. Just a really long-winded way of saying, do the thing. The sun is out, as it rarely is in this country, and if it's not, you probably still have people around you that want to be social. So go and be social. The best summer holidays of my life when I was at school was at the very end of GCSEs. I went and finished my last exam, which was later than all of my friends. I caught the train to a nearby town and then walked for about an hour to get to the beach where all of my friends were. And I thought, hey, this is quite nice. I think I want to do this all summer, and I did. There was no one stopping me from going out, and so I either went out or had a friend over every single day. I didn't go on any big holidays or spend a bunch of money. This is before YouTube, so I wasn't even making any videos. I just did things. And you may not feel like this is possible for you. I didn't feel like it was possible for me, and I wouldn't even recommend doing it to the same extent that I did. But your summer should be full, just of whatever. Chances are the people around you are just as bored as you are, so go and make plans with them, or jump in on their plans if they're okay with that. Go and make something if you want to make something. It really is as simple as just kind of doing it. Go and have a good time. I want to say good luck to all of the people taking their exams at the moment. I hope they are going well, and if they're not, that is a-okay. I have had some horrible exam experiences, and I can tell you how they felt, but I couldn't tell you what they were for. Not that they don't matter, but just try as hard as you can and realize that if it doesn't work out, your life will not end in that room. I also would like to take a moment here to remember Taha, who built 2 tables in his parents' living room and was very sadly eaten by them. I want to take a moment to remember him as a student of life and a lover of memes. To a close friend and very active video maker. Are you doing the Macarena right now?
I thought it was a salute.
You're not even doing it right. You know what? Never mind. Remember when I said it was going to be all nonsense? I'm Sam. That was some stuff. I will see you next time.
Have you ever had a dream?
God's sake.